Come here. I'm about to tell you a story, okay? As a kid, after school, my mom would usually be working as a waitress at night, and my dad worked later than when school would end. So the school bus I was on would take me and a few other kids to a tiny-ass daycare that I remember had a really mean lady who chose a super tacky name for the place. It was like limbo, a place where I experienced both a lot of joy and also would be treated poorly. There used to be a girls' playroom and a boys' playroom. Yes, I had been in the girls' playroom once. They had a Super Nintendo and I played Aladdin on it. Old Cujo didn't care about girls back then whatsoever. I was just there to game. But the boys' playroom had an N64, which honestly, writing this now makes me realize just how integral that N64 was into shaping the man that I am into today. After school ended, the 5-year-old squad I had at the time would roll up in the cool bus and sprint for that room. It was first come, first serve, and no sense of empathy or fairness whatsoever. We played Smash Bros, which spawned a love for Melee into my adult life. We played GoldenEye. I think I might have PTSD from the winter map. And what stands out mostly in my mind is when all of us would play Conker's Bad Fur Day together. I still can't really believe that somehow a bunch of basically toddlers got away with playing this game in daycare, but we did, and it honestly was probably some of the most fun I've ever had playing games with people. I don't even remember how Conker's got in daycare. A lot of the kids would bring their N64 games that we would play, and I'm assuming that one of the parents hadn't known what ESRB ratings were yet. But nonetheless, we booted up that bad boy in the exclusive Pikachu N64 that the daycare had. I'm talking about this assuming most people know about Conker's, but I'm going to give a brief synopsis just in case. Conker's Bad Fur Day is about a really drunk and raunchy squirrel that has just a really eventful day. He gets drunk a lot and also storms Normandy, which I think is enough to put it into context. I never played through the campaign at the daycare though. Of course the kids wanted to play the multiplayer together, so we didn't have to fight as badly for the controllers. The best part about that time, for me looking back now, is that all the kids knew it was bad that we were playing this, and if an adult saw one of us, blasting each other's limbs off, they wouldn't like that very much. So we all had an agreement that if any adults were nearby, we absolutely could not kill each other in the game. Because usually, if an adult saw a bunch of kids cackling at a squirrel with no head, gushing blood out of where it used to be, they would reasonably be freaked out. It's so hilarious to think back on now too, because I have a distinct memory of a day where we played the Raptor game mode and all the kids would run around with each other, awkwardly look back and wait for the adults to leave so we could get back to having a primal war with cavemen and dinosaurs. Holy fuck, that was a bar. I think if I remember correctly too, that I thought the dinosaurs were overpowered as shit. I also didn't conceive the notion of what blood or guns really were. I was just there to game with my boys. To give context now, I'm 22 currently, so this feels like ages ago, and I really don't remember a ton of aspects about it. I don't really remember what happened to the game, if we ever got caught, or if someone just got really lucky and took the game home. If we would have got caught, the owner would have definitely clapped our cheeks. That's for sure. The memory of playing it with those kids has stuck with me since I was tiny. I went there when I was 5 and 6. I hope one day we get an actual new Conker's game, and I can relive those split-screen days with some homies. Could you imagine what kind of Conker's multiplayer they would make now? I fucking know. Conker's Battle Royale, where you play as squirrels and Nazi teddies and chipmunks and scarecrows and grab chainsaws and rocket launchers and miniguns and blow each other up with mines and shit. No fuck. Thank you for watching my video essay. Goodbye now.